Hi, my name's Chase, I'm from Element Elite, and today I just want to show you how easy it is to do a program from home, a resistance program, just using the equipment that you've got lying around the house. So today we're just going to do an upper body program, and all we're going to need is a bucket and a couple of old sort of plastic plates, old camping plates you've got lying around the house. So that's all the equipment you're going to need there. So to start with, this program it's designed for basically a beginner's program, just getting into a bit of strength program for the first time, or if you haven't done it for a long time. It's going to be relatively low sort of weights and higher reps. So we're going to go up to around about 15 reps. So that means you're going to do it 15 times. So about 15 reps, and we'll go through 2 sets of each one. So I'll just demonstrate them, and you guys can do them at home. So basically, the first exercise we've got is your push-up. So most people know how to do a push-up. If you find push-ups difficult, or you might not be able to push out 15 push-ups, that's really simple. So what we've got to do is just simplify it a little bit for you. So what we'll do to start with, if you've got a bench or a railing or something that's a little bit higher, we can do those push-ups on there, and it just makes them a lot easier. So to start with, just like this, put your arms sort of around about just wider than shoulder width apart. So the wider they are, actually, the more chest you're actually involving. The more narrow, you're using a bit more of your triceps there. So we'll start fairly wide there, just in this position here, just going down and up again. So you want your chest to basically hit sort of around that middle of the chest sort of height there. And we're just going in like that. So going for about 15 of those. If you find that's way too easy and do 15 and you don't feel like you've done anything, you can take a step down. So if you've got a table, something sort of a little bit lower there, try it on that, see how that goes. If that's still easy, you can go for regular push-ups, so just on the ground there. So your regular push-ups where you're in this position here, and just going straight like that. And again, if you find that really, really easy, what you can do is you can actually elevate your feet too. So by elevating your feet, you're making that a little bit more difficult and incorporating a little bit more shoulders into it too. So that's the first exercise. Pretty simple, and there is a lot of variations there, so depending on your level, we can change that. Okay, the next exercise we've got here, we're going to work the back. So that one's for the chest, this one's more for the back, so we're talking sort of rhomboids and trapezius a little bit more through here. So what we want to do, get your bucket. This bucket here, this holds about sort of 12 litres, which equates to about 12 kilograms. So I've got about 10 litres of water there, so about 10 kilos there. Obviously you can change that depending on your strength there, but we're just going for 15 reps here, and we don't want to be struggling too hard on the last one, but we do want to be able to feel it. So basically for this one here, grab onto the handle there. If you've got a table or something a little bit lower than this, that'd probably be a little bit more ideal. But basically you want to get yourself in this position here. So holding yourself so that you're nice and straight across the shoulders here, resting your weight on this side here. What we're going to do is pull up this bucket, keep those shoulders nice and level, and then we're going to be pulling it up here like this. So grabbing on there, holding everything nice and level, and I'm pulling it up this way. So what you're doing, as you're pulling it up, just trying to squeeze that shoulder blade in towards your spine there. So just pulling it up, keeping that elbow nice and close to your body. I'm just going for 15 on each side. So once you've done 15 there, change sides and go the other side. Obviously, if you find that too hard, you can decrease the amount of water you've got in there. Doesn't matter what sort of bucket you've got. Obviously, the more water you've got in there, it's going to be a bit heavier. So make sure that the bucket's capable of holding that sort of weight. If you're finding that way too easy, find something else around the house. You can find like an old esky or something like that. So something like that. That holds about 30 litres there. That one. So obviously about 30 kilos. So you can do that one there if you find you need more weight. So that's that exercise there. Obviously make sure that you change both sides. It's good if you're going to do a chest exercise to follow it up by a back exercise so you don't sort of end up quite tight around the front here. So make sure you do something opposite there. So we've gone back and done the back there. So posture wise, we should be looking pretty good there now. Alright. So the next exercise we've got is to work your shoulders. So basically your deltoids, which are these muscles that sort of sit over your shoulders right here. So it's going to be a fairly functional exercise, the sort of movement we're normally using the shoulders for, which is going to be good for life skills and for that sort of thing. So basically what we're going to do, use the bucket, grabbing that bucket there. Again, as I said before, you can control the amount of water you got in there, so obviously you can have less or more water, and if you really need more you can go to something like an esky or something like that. But basically what we're going to do here, standing here like this, arms down right in front of you there, and you just want to have that weight of the bucket basically just dropping straight in front of you there. And what we're going to do is going to lift that up, so you're going to lift it up, and those arms are just going to come up to the sides here like this, and we're going to go back down again. So what we're doing is shoulder adduction there, so just lifting them up, and then back down again. So with that bucket there, nice straight posture, lifting it up, and down. and down. So we're going to go for 15 of those. After you've done your 15 reps of those ones, give yourself about a 30-second to 45-second rest, and then do it again. So again, just make sure you've got the right amount of weight there. You'll know after a few, you'll know after you've done sort of 10 or 15 of those if you've got the right weight. So if it's too much, just let a bit out, and vice versa. Alright, that's our shoulder exercise. Moving on to the next exercise. Okay, so the next exercise we've got are chin-ups. So I understand that a lot of people have trouble doing chin-ups because they are a very difficult exercise. So first of all, I'll show you how to do a chin-up, and then we'll go on, make that a little bit easier for some people who find that a little bit difficult. So hands up here like this. Again, we're going to go for a little bit of a wider grip here, so we're going to work the lats down the sides, just down that back area through there. So nice and wide through there. Obviously, I've just found a bit of veranda here. If you've got a tree or under the house or whatever bit of equipment you might be able to find there. Doesn't even have to be that high, so you can obviously, if you're a bit lower, you can just bend your knees there, and you'll still do the same thing. So basically, what we're doing here, holding on, lifting up, and back down again. And while you do that, you're going to try not to swing too much. If you find you're swinging, you're kind of losing, and you're trying to use the momentum. So try not to use your momentum and try and kick yourself up. If you can, just get yourself up nice and slowly, hold it for a second, and then back down again. Alright, so to make that a little bit easier, if you really struggle with chin-ups like a lot of people do, what you can do is you can sort of jump up. So what we're going to do is jump up, and you're going to get most of the benefit you're going to get from the eccentric movement. So that's basically just going down again. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump up, and you're actually a lot stronger in the eccentric movement as well. So what we're going to do, jump up, grab on, and then just slowly bring yourself down again. If you can't do it slowly, just do it as slow as possible. So what we're going to do, jumping up and down again. So down again like that. If possible, try and do it a lot slower. As I said, if not possible, if you really are a bit weaker, just jump up and just have a little bit of assistance. So just try and slow yourself down just a little bit. So you sort of, even if it's like that. So we're going to go for 15 of those. And they're a great exercise working for your latissimus dorsi there. So, alright, let's move on to the next exercise. Actually, the next one's right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to work the biceps. So obviously these muscles along the front here. Very similar to what we've just done there. What we're going to do is face the other way. So lifting yourself up here. With your grip, make that a little bit more narrow. Holding them nice and close together there. Lifting up. And then slowly bringing them down. And again, if you find that difficult, we can jump up and do that. Jump up and sort of use that eccentric movement there too. Ideally, if you can get that grip there, you can use this grip as well. That's still going to work in there. It's just not going to. It's still going to work well, but there's a few different muscles through there. But either one. So obviously, if you're going to jump, don't jump on this side because you're going to bang your head. So jump up here. Just make sure your hands are nice and close, and just slowly going down. And your biceps will work there. So excellent, that's your next exercise. So we're going to do 15 of each of those, have a rest, do another 15, and then move on to the next one. Okay, next exercise. Okay, our final upper body exercise that we've got here before we move on to some core exercises are dips. So we've done the biceps, now we want to do the triceps on the back there. So the best way to do them, find yourself a chair, any sort of chair will do as long as it's nice and stable. Get your hands so you sort of got one hand either side of the chair here like this while you're sitting on it. Just move your bum off the chair a little bit, feet out in front of you here like this, and basically just dropping down like that. So we're just using our arms, using your legs a little bit to help there, and you're just lifting yourself up. Just be careful of any shoulder pain. So if you get any pain through your shoulders, just stop this and either don't do it or try something different. So that's the movement you want to do there. If you want to make that a little bit harder, what you can do is you can actually move your feet out a little bit further. So moving them out a little bit further just increases the load on your triceps there. If you're finding that really easy again, what you can do is you can grab your esky or another chair or whatever you like, throw that out in front of you here like this. So now you're going to rest your feet on there. So feet are going on there, and again, just going down like that. So what we're going to do there, again, do 15 of those, have a rest for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, do another 15 of those, and then your upper body section's done. Now it's time for the core workout. Time to get all this stuff nice and hard and tight and working really well. Alright, for this next exercise here, all you need is your bucket with a bit of water in it and about sort of 15 metres to walk with. So you just need a hallway or a backyard, just somewhere where you've got about 15 metres where you can walk nice and straight on a fairly flat surface, backwards and forwards. So what you're doing here, it's called an asymmetric carry. So you may not have seen this one before. It's a really amazing exercise, this one, for your core here. It works particularly what's called your quadratus lumborum, or your QL. They're basically just muscles that sort of sit either side of your spine there, and they just hold it nice and stiff and prevent any sort of sideways movement or create a bit of sideways movement. So they're really awesome muscle through there. So there's a really important exercise to do. So a great exercise to help you with carrying the shopping and that sort of thing. So what you need, standing up nice and straight, holding the bucket by your side there. Try and keep your body nice and straight, so your shoulders are level, your hips are level, and you're not sort of bending over to one side while you're carrying it. So you're concentrating really on trying to hold yourself nice and straight. So all you're going to do is walk. Turn around and come back again. Trying to keep everything nice and level, hips level, shoulders level, not sort of bending over like this at all. Back again, change hands, turn around. Turn around and back again. Just really concentrating on keeping things level. This next exercise, we finally get to use the plates that we've put aside here. So just some old plates, I guess you could use nice ones as well, but I've just got some old camping plates here, just some plastic ones. And what we're going to do is an exercise that I usually use a fitball for, but obviously most people at home don't have a fitball lying around. So if you've got these plates and ideally a bit of carpet, this should work pretty well. So what you need to do, put the plates here on the ground, walk yourself forward, sort of in a bit of a push-up position, and you're just going to place your feet on those plates. And from that position, all I'm going to do is keep my back nice and straight and slide them in and slide them out. So we're sliding in and out, in and out. So go for about 10 to 15 of those, see how you go. It is actually quite a difficult exercise. Difficult in that we're trying to hold all of that core nice and still the whole time without sort of moving it around too much. So the idea is stabilising this and only moving the legs. So I'll show you what that looks like side on, just in case you didn't get a good look at that. So feet on the plates there like that, and going in and out. Now that's an exercise you can do. You can advance that exercise. It is a fairly difficult exercise, but if you want to, you can actually use one foot there. So you can alternate with one foot. So on one foot there, holding one leg out, in and out, in and out. And obviously, if you do one side, just make sure you do it on the other side as well. Okay, and that leaves us with one more core exercise. So the old favourite, the bridge. So what we're going to do with this one, with your bridge, we're going to go for 2 minutes. So if you can do a bridge for 2 minutes, let's just do that 2-minute bridge straight away. If you can't, which most people probably can't, what you want to do is you want to break it down a little bit. So we might break it down into 4 30-second ones. If you can't do 30 seconds, that's cool. We'll break it down to 20 or 10, even 5 seconds if we have to. So see how we go. We're just going to try and aim for that 2 minutes altogether, but if you're doing a bridge and you find your technique's really sloppy, as you start to sort of get a bit shaky and it makes it a bit hard, just stop, have a rest and do it again, because you're not going to do yourself any favours by pushing through. So get yourself that perfect technique. Technique is everything with this particular exercise. So the idea here is to strengthen these muscles in a really isometric, strong position there. So once you start to lose it, you're not really doing any benefits there. So with your bridge, I'll do it side on so you can see there. Arms on the ground like this, feet out in front, and you're just holding that position there. So if you've got a watch or something like that, ideally have that next to you so you know how long you've gone for. And you're just holding that position there. So you want to keep nice and straight, avoid anything where you're pushing your bum up in the air or you're sort of sagging there like that. So we're just trying to hold that really nice, straight, what they call neutral spine. So you're just trying to keep the natural curvature of your spine there. You should have a little bit of a curve in your lower back there. And just holding that position there. Alright, I hope you've learned something. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know how you go at home. Obviously you don't have to use buckets and chairs and plates. There's other items around the house that you can use, so see what you got lying around. You might have something a little bit better. You may even have a fitball lying around, you might be able to use that. So So here you go, have fun, and let me know how you went. Thanks for watching my video.